common iliac arteries at the level of L4. Common iliac artery subdivides into internal and external. And external iliac artery continues into femoral. Border between external iliac and femoral artery, that is inguinal ligament. Below of inguinal ligament, we speak about femoral artery. And femoral artery continues into popliteal artery at the level of superior angle of popliteal fossa, but popliteal artery next time, not necessary to read now. External iliac artery has two branches, arteria circumflexa ilium profunda and arteria epigastrica inferior. Today you already know arteria epigastrica superior. It is branch of what? Thoracica interna, together with muscula phrenica. Do you remember two terminal branches of internal thoracic artery? And epigastrica inferior start from iliaca externa. It goes upward, supplies anterior abdominal wall, and makes anastomosis with superior epigastric artery. That is all about external iliac. Femoral artery. Largest branch of femoral artery, that is deep artery of the thigh, arteria profunda femoris. And arteria profunda femoris usually gives arteria circumflexa femoris medialis and lateralis, and arteria perforantes, 3, sometimes 4 arteria perforantes. This artery supplies posterior muscles of the thigh. The same from femoral artery, we have arteria circumflexa ilium superficialis, arteria epigastrica superficialis, and arteria pudenda externa. And last branch, which starts from femoral artery, in place where femoral artery passes through canal. Who remember which canal we have on the thigh? Femoral canal only in time of femoral hernia, but always in everybody we have canalis. In inguinal canal it is on abdominal wall. No, popliteal fossa it is not canal, but canal on the thigh is canalis adductorius. Very good, very good. Canalis adductorius. And from femoral artery, in this canal, we have arteria genus descendens. It goes to knee joint and participates in network of the knee joint. Arteria genus descendens. It perforates anterior wall of this canal, that is lamina vasta adductoria, and goes to rete articularis genus. And now, internal iliac artery. Internal iliac artery usually subdivides into posterior trunk and anterior trunk. From posterior trunk, we have arteria iliolumbalis. This artery goes upward and makes anastomosis with arteria circumflexa ilium profunda from external iliac artery. The same posterior trunk gives arteria sacralis lateralis, usually 4 in number. They are sacralis lateralis. Today you already know what arteria sacralis mediana, and here it is arteria sacralis lateralis, start from internal iliac artery. And continuation of posterior trunk, that is arteria glutea superior. It passes through foramen suprapiriforme and supplies gluteal muscles. Now, anterior trunk. Anterior trunk gives arteria umbilicalis, umbilical artery. This artery in fetus conducts blood from fetus to placenta. But in adults, it closed, it's obliterate, and only in the beginning from arteria umbilicalis arise arteria vesicalis superior. Sometimes the same arteria vesicalis inferior. But usually arteria vesicalis inferior directly start from internal iliac artery. The same from anterior trunk, we have arteria obturatoria, arteria rectalis media. Today you already know arteria rectalis superior. And from internal iliac artery, we have arteria rectalis media. In female, we have arteria uterina. In male, arteria ductus deferentis, or arteria deferentialis, that is the same. And terminal branches of anterior trunk, they are arteria glutea inferior and arteria pudenda interna. Both of them pass through infrapiriform foramen, and after that arteria pudenda interna goes into foramen ischiadicum minus, pass through fossa ischia rectalis. It gives arteria rectalis inferior. That is why rectum has 3 arteries. Rectalis superior from mesenterica inferior, rectalis media from iliaca interna, and rectalis inferior from pudenda interna. And terminal branches of arteria pudenda interna are arteria profunda penis and arteria dorsalis penis, or in female, arteria profunda clitoridis and arteria dorsalis clitoridis. In this model, that is piriform muscle, musculus piriformis, and you can see arteria glutea superior, it passes through suprapiriform foramen, that is suprapiriform foramen, that is arteria glutea superior goes to muscles, gluteal muscles and piriform muscle. And here it is arteria glutea inferior, the same goes to muscles of pelvic girdle, and arteria pudenda interna. And arteria pudenda interna continues into foramen ischiadicum minus, goes to fossa ischia rectalis. Here it gives arteria rectalis inferior and continues as arteria profunda penis and arteria dorsalis penis. That is here. And give me forceps. Thank you. And please. What is it? That is vertebral column. Here it is sacrum. That is iliac bone. Here it is thigh. No, that is testis. Here it is inguinal canal. That is abdominal wall, anterior abdominal wall. Common iliac artery, arteria iliaca communis, subdivides into external and internal iliac. External iliac artery, arteria iliaca externa, it has arteria circumflexa ilium profunda and arteria epigastrica inferior. Inferior epigastric artery goes to anterior abdominal wall. Clear it is. They are 2 branches of external iliac artery. On the thigh, that is femoral artery, arteria femoralis, that is vena femoralis, but now artery, arteria femoralis. And from arteria femoralis, we can see arteria profunda femoris. We can see the same arteria circumflexa femoris lateralis. And here it is arteria circumflexa femoris medialis. And some arteries, arteria perforantes, arteria perforantes. Here it is, no, that is all about femoral. And some branches of internal iliac artery. That is internal iliac. Here it is anterior trunk. That is posterior trunk. Here it is continuation of posterior trunk into arteria glutea superior. Here it is sacralis lateralis. That is the same arteria sacralis lateralis. That is arteria umbilicalis. Here it is arteria vesicalis inferior. Here it is arteria glutea inferior. and arteria pudenda interna. Both of them pass through infrapiriform foramen. And here it is arteria obturatoria, together with the same nervus obturatorius, pass into obturator canal, canalis obturatorius. That is all what we can see on preparate. Have you got any questions? That is all. Goodbye. When? On Saturday? Yes, on Saturday, on timetable of Monday, yes? Yes, on Saturday you will answer these classes. And our next classes are next Thursday. Thursday, yes. No, on Thursday you will... no. Thursday that is holiday, yes, you're right.
Next Monday.
Yes, okay, on this Saturday you will answer arteries of pelvis.